The theme today is learning to hone your eye or recognize some of our common rider position faults and talk about how to fix them. We're going to try and cover some of the things that you all hear in your lessons, as well as just some common faults in general. So with us today, we have Sadie and Rebecca, and then we also have Trendy and Jessie. So what we're going to do, we're going to work our way through the gates. We're going to do some transitions, and then we'll progress to doing some over fences work as well. And we're going to make this interactive as much as possible. So as the ladies demonstrate for you what we might not be wanting to see, I want to hear from you guys what you're picking up on, okay? So that we can discuss how to fix it and how to make it better. Right. Anyone spot what Jessie was doing there? Yes. Okay. Absolutely. And Rebecca, what about Rebecca here? Okay, anything else? Yeah, you're getting definitely some of that as well, right? So you have a loopy rein where we have no connection, right? And then we have a stiff arm and a fairly firm connection, right? But you're right, she's also wanting to lift her heel a little bit. And then Rebecca doesn't have quite enough leg on, but part of that is due to her rein connection, right? And the fact that it's long, you're not pushing up into the contact, you're just kind of asking her to go forward without any connection, right? What's that? Yep, lower back, the arch in the back, and then watch the shoulders through the turn too. Do you see what she did there when she came around that turn? Yep, dropping that shoulder, right? So here to fix that, we would stretch up through that inside shoulder, engage the core, and take that arch out of that lower back. And you can see the difference in Sadie, right? She kind of balanced back up. And then here to fix with Trend, so we're going to soften that hip angle, soften that knee, and then that got better as well, right? All right. All right. What is Jessie doing? Almost posting at the canter, right? You see this a lot. And Sally Cousins got asked this question at a symposium once, and it's a habit, but sometimes riders use it to try and help establish the canter rhythm, but it can be really off-putting. Okay, Jessie, I think we got it. Can be really off-putting to a horse. To give you a little bit of context, Trendy's an 8-year-old Irish horse that I imported from Ireland 3 years ago. He has been a bit of a slow to mature type of horse, and has always had a bit of challenge keeping that hind end a bit strong, especially because he's so lanky. So you could see that for him, he already has a bit trouble plugging in, and then when she started to do that posting at the canter, he was like, what in the world are we talking about there? All right. Anyone have any idea what Rebecca's doing here? Okay, and? Yep. So where's the base of support coming from then? The knees. Whoever said the knees? Yeah. All right, Rebecca, we got it. It's very hard to ride when you're trying to think of all the specific things to do, right? So you guys picked up on a couple things. Because there was no base of support, or there was, but it wasn't what we want it to be, right? That lower leg, the heel was up in the side, whoever said that. The knee was in, and her core, like she almost looked like a little bit of a belly dancer up there, or one of those things at the car wash out in front, because she wasn't, I shouldn't say belly dancer because they have more core strength than anything, but that whole following this way instead of allowing yourself to follow more this way, right? Ready? All right, go ahead and demonstrate your fault. Don't fall off. Okay. What did she need more of? You saw it more on the landing side. Core. She ended up having to engage it. Her original idea was to not have her core engaged, but then when Sadie took over a little to that fence, she had to. Right? That was good. All right. All right. What was Jessie doing? Looking down. What else did she do? She pinched with her knees. Very good. So that's why when she landed, there was no communication on how to keep him going forward, right? Her heel was kind of buried in his side, and she was here, felt and curled a little bit this way rather than being tall to be able to correct it, right? All right. Yeah, okay. But what caused it? You're not wrong. No one is wrong. But what happened way back here that allowed all of that to happen? We got all sorts of things. The biggest thing that I saw was the culprit is how braced she got in that leg. So it came out in front. So then it became a little bit more of that driving seat, which caused the gunning. So the gunning happened. And then she got flipped and pulled on her face because of how Sadie gunned it to the fence, right? Soften that knee. It's the lower leg. Do you need more of? And tall and core. Good. Following arm. Okay. Catch your breath. You're all right. There you go. Got it. Good. That was better. A little more upper core on the land. Sit down in the tack. Half haul harder outside rein as you put that inside leg. Balance up. Head up. Yeah. That was a big one. Woo! Find that straight line and then soften. But when you soften, don't tip your shoulder, okay? Now sit down in the tack, soften that knee, lengthen the leg, tall shoulder. Little half halt. Good. Good. Better. Breathe. Softer forearm. Inside shoulder. Wait. Good ride. That was correct. Now sit down and take your half hold on that outside ride, but you got to keep your inside leg. Circle. All right. Calf. Imaginary wire. Hold her there. Much better. That was better. Very good. On, sit down. Big half hold outside rein. Inside leg. There you go. Good. Now stretch up and balance. Outside rein. Soften that inside knee. Ooh, with your body. That was the ride.